on Hawaiian punch. Oh, you like all this gush? Oh no, you can't get enough. Sipping on Hawaiian punch.
Hey, my name is Adeline Warren, and you're listening to Girl Talk. I like to say that I'm the big sister of the internet. You can watch me fuck up all you want, but hey, maybe we can learn something from it. I hope you enjoy. Hey bitch, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today, so last episode we didn't really do much of a Q&A, and those are like my favorite types of episodes to do. So I asked you guys for a bunch of questions that I wanted to just answer. I'm like, girl, ask me all your TMI shit, because this is all anonymous, which by the way, if you're not following my spam account, it's not Adeline on Instagram. That's where I ask you guys to ask me questions. I post random shit. It's just like my spam account that I just post whatever. So I asked you guys, I was like, what are some TMI questions? And I got a couple good ones from you guys, and I wanted to answer some. We're going to start out mild. We're going to start out tame, with the first question being, after dyeing your hair dark, how do you regrow thickness and stop your hair fallout? So I'm going to try and find a picture of my hair back in the day. I could probably send you guys over a TikTok, but my hair was probably up to my collarbones. It was so short. It was very thin. It was very dead from the hair dye, very dead from the bleach and the extensions, and just doing way too goddamn much to it. So after I dyed my hair black, I was like, okay, I'm not doing the sew-in extensions anymore. I'm just going to do clip-ins. And I was like, my hair is going to be dark. I'm going to stop bleaching it. And I told myself, Adeline, you're not allowed to dye your hair for at least a year. It's going to be black for at least a year. And look at where we are now, bitch. I think I've had my black hair for like 2 or 3 years. I don't really know. But after dyeing my hair black, I did start doing a whole new hair regimen, which I feel like made the biggest difference for my hair. And everybody has different hair types. I feel like I have like straight Asian hair. Like I didn't style my hair. This is what my hair naturally looks like. There's like a little bit of a wave to it. It's so weird because my brother has fully wavy hair. My sister has pretty straight hair. My mom and my dad both have kind of wavy hair. So I was like, I don't know where I got this fucking straight hair from. But sometimes I feel like I'm adopted because I don't even really look like my mom and my dad a lot. Like I have my dad's dimples, but I'm like, I don't even look like my brother and sister sometimes. What's the secret to a great date? Feeling confident from head to toe. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Lumi Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. Lumi was created by an OBGYN who discovered that the vagina is not always to blame for the day-to-day odor below the belt. So she developed Lumi, a pH-optimized whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours. So use a special offer. New customers get $5 off Lume Starter Pack with the code GIRLTALK at lumipodcast.com. I personally love that Lumi is able to be used all over the body. It smells so good, and my favorite product is their cream deodorant. Lumi is seriously so safe for anywhere in your body, so your pits, your underboobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulva, and feet. Unlike most deodorants that try to mask odor with fragrance, Lumi is formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. More like the pre-odorant. It's aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and paraben-free, pH balanced for safe use below the belt. Lume Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lume Starter Pack with the code GIRLTALK at lumipodcast.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumipodcast.com and use the code GIRLTALK. Sometimes it's super tough to fit working out into your fall schedule. The fall is coming back, and you know what that means. Going to school, holidays, grind time, which means a lot less time to work out. For me, it's a massive move back into the US and like moving to Orange County. I've been guilty the past of having a fitness downfall because I feel like I'm just prioritizing moving into the house. But your fitness shouldn't fall into that trap, especially if you're spending your hard-earned money on it. So enter the Peloton app, motivation that moves you, hooks you, and works on a variety of budgets. Your routine should never feel like a routine. In fall, it's easy to let that fitness slide down the priority list. Don't do it. Mix it up with some Peloton apps, an enormous range of classes like meditation, boxing, Pilates, and more. Take your workouts from I can't face it to I can't wait. however you want to move, whether you have 5 minutes or 25, whether you're putting on a jog or strength training in the gym, Peloton app has it all. My favorite Peloton class has got to be the intermediate Pilates class. You guys know I love some Pilates. I love that there's so many classes available on and off the bike. The Peloton app is great because everything about Peloton is at your fingertips. So now you can go and use the Peloton app at the park, at your home, or even the gym. Get your first 30 days for free. Anyone, anywhere can get moving with us. So try the Peloton app for free for 30 days. New paid members only, starting at $12.99 per month after trial unless canceled. Terms apply. Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yeah, we're talking each inch, each stitch, each tick, each facet, and each clasp that makes the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eye of eBay authenticators to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, and that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather, and never get faked over ever again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
My name when you go in it. 3 times like you're super.
But things that have helped me with my hair is, okay, first of all, it's the products that you use. So I would use any shampoo and conditioner, and I would just like whatever would come in PR, or like whatever is the cheapest, I would just buy it and use it as my hair shampoo and conditioner, because I thought, oh, shampoo and conditioner, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's just like it's oil out of your hair. Fuck no, bitch. The shampoo and conditioner make such a big difference. And I really have to give this one to that random lady that was working at Starbucks. So there was this girl, she was working at Starbucks. She had the silkiest, like softest looking hair. It looked like a literal waterfall. It was so soft. And I was like, girl, your hair is literally insane. You look like fucking Rapunzel. Like your hair is so healthy. And you could tell it wasn't like straightened or anything. There was no styling. It was just her natural hair. So I was like, girl, tell me your fucking secrets. Like, what did you do to your hair? She goes, all that I do, she doesn't use any products except for the Pureology Hydrating Shampoo and Conditioner. And this is not sponsored. I don't even think Pureology does any sponsorship. I've never seen them sponsor anyone, but I got mine on Amazon. You can also get it at Ulta, and I swear this shampoo and conditioner made the biggest difference in my hair. It started feeling so much softer and so much healthier, at least for my hair. It's the one in the purple packaging. I love the shampoo conditioner, and it's not crazy. It's like $30 for the shampoo, $30 for the conditioner, because I know I used to use the Oribe one, but those get pricey after a while. I love them. Like, they're really, really, really good. I use their dry texturizing spray a lot, but their shampoo conditioner can get really expensive. I think it's like $150 just for the shampoo, and just for the conditioner, it's $150, so it's a lot. And then another thing that I feel like makes the biggest difference is I have been oiling my hair. So I think it was like 2019, that's when I was like the most insecure about my hair. I was like, oh my God, my hair like used to be so long. Like my hair was so naturally long, so naturally voluminous, and I fucked it all up with the bleach, and I fucked it all up with the extensions, and I was like, fuck, like it used to be so great. Like if I were to give any advice, don't bleach your hair, girl. Don't bleach it. I know you want to, but then you're eventually going to go back. It's like the ABG, the Asian baby girl, Asian baddies. I think it's Asian baby girl. All the Asian baby girls, after a breakup, they always dye their hair platinum blonde. Why did I go platinum blonde? My hair is literally black. This is my natural hair, and I went platinum blonde. My hair was so dead. I don't know what I was thinking. I had to go through the phase. It's a canon event, but it bit me in the ass because my hair was literally up to my collarbones, and it was so dead. So I was going down a rabbit hole of TikToks because I feel like TikTok doesn't lie. Sometimes I go on YouTube and it's like, ugh, the YouTube videos are so long, but TikTok doesn't lie, and they give me information like right away, like good enough for my attention span. So I was looking a lot of girls, they sell their own hair oils, and I was like, maybe I'll buy some. But then I found this one girl, and she showed me exactly what hair oils she uses, like straight up natural ingredients. So she told me her mixture. I bought it all on Amazon. It is a mixture of 1/2 of the whole mixture. I would put a half of it with castor oil, and then a quarter I'd put sea buckthorn oil, and then a quarter I'd put rosemary oil. Those 3 oils I would mix up into a little tin, and then I put it in my hair as like a little mask. I've done a whole YouTube video on this if you can search it up if you want to really see it, but it's really easy. I just put a half castor oil, a quarter sea buckthorn oil, and a quarter rosemary oil. Those are the top 3 that I really like, and I got them all on Amazon. If you want, I can link it on my storefront. Hey, little plug. I'm trying to be an Amazon storefront girly. But yeah, those were the 3 that I would mix. I put it in my hair, and you could do it at night and sleep in the hair mask. Or something that I really love doing is doing that like Sophia Richie sleek back bun and using the oils, because your hair is going to be oily anyway. It's so funny because people are always like, oh, it's a sleek bun, sleek hair, clean girl aesthetic. I'm like, girl, that's my dirty bitch aesthetic. Like literally dirty fucking bitch. Like hair hasn't been washed in 4 to 5 days. Probably put some oil in it, some hair mask. Like this is my dirty hair aesthetic. It's like the complete opposite of clean girl aesthetic. It's my dirty ass bitch aesthetic. But anyways, I'll use that hair oil mixture, and I swear it is the best. There's probably a lot out there and they probably have those ingredients, but for me, I love just getting those like key ingredients, not having too much. Like, I don't know, I'm always scared of like buying a product and like there's like extra shit and preservatives, whatever. I get literal castor oil, literal rosemary oil, literal sea buckthorn oil, where it's only 1 ingredient. I mix those 3 ingredients and put it in my hair. It's made the biggest difference. But the only thing that is kind of annoying is castor oil is very thick. So when I put it in my hair, sometimes I have to shampoo twice, which I don't know how good that is for you, but I just do it because if I don't shampoo twice, it's going to be like leftover residue from the hair oil. My hair will look greasy after. So I normally shampoo twice, and girl, shampooing twice makes my hair look so soft and so silky. Like it's the best thing ever. But yeah, that's what I would do for my hair, and things that I feel like has made a huge difference. Not bleaching my hair, having just my natural hair color has also made a huge difference. I use a lot of heat on my hair. I try not to, but when I do use heat on my hair, I try to use a heat protectant. Any heat protectant is really good. But yeah, I feel like those are the things that have helped me really grow my hair out, in regrow thickness and stop hair fallout, because I had so much hair falling out. Literally, it was so sad. I could go like this and then hair would just like, be out. It was insane. So those things I think would make it, made a big difference for me. Huge intro. That was a huge, 10-minute question. Someone said, how long should sex last? Like if you're having it every day, what is the time limit? I don't think that there's a time limit for sex. And I hate when people are like, oh, like, I only had, like, they always make fun of people who have sex, like, in a short amount of time. I feel like the only way to have successful sex is if both parties come. If you're having sex for 2 hours and only the guy is coming, I don't really consider that successful. Both people need to come in order for it to, in my eyes, for it to be a successful sex session. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why me and my boyfriend get along so well, because I thought this was the bare minimum, but it's really hard to find nowadays. He really cares about making sure that we both finish and we both orgasm before we're done. Like, he always, I mean, I feel like he can tell, like, we communicate to each other, like, I'm gonna come, you know what I mean? I don't know. And we communicate to each other what we like. Like, for me, I haven't been in many relationships where the guy will go down on me almost every single time. Like, I feel like I'm asking for a lot, asking for the guy to go down on every single time, when I pretty much go down on them every single time. You know what I mean? It's really crazy how this is like literally the bare minimum, and it's so hard to find. So I find it a lot easier to finish when he goes down on me first, and it's not like boom, 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 boom. Like, it's not fast. Even though I do love fast once in a while, but it's good to like start out slow and to really like, rev up, or what do you call it? Warm up the engine. You know what I mean? People who love their cars and they have a nice Ferrari, like Lamborghini, they're always like, oh, warming up the engine. They don't just go, Why don't we think about that about women? The fuck? I had to stutter there because I was scared I was going to say something offensive. I don't know. I don't know. I have like such a chronic YouTuber brain that I'm always like, fuck. I talk so fucking fast and I'm always like, I try to catch myself if I ever say something offensive. I don't think that's offensive. But yeah, men are so obsessed with, making sure that they're warming up their car engine and that they're, getting it ready and getting it oiled up and getting it whatever. Why the fuck are you doing that with your fucking woman? Do it with your woman, bro. Like, what the fuck? Go down on your woman and like go, really like get her ready for the whole experience. Don't just go, girl. I think that to answer your question, how long should sex last? I don't think that there's a minimum or a maximum. I think it's whatever your body tells you. That's like asking how long should a conversation last? Like, girl, I don't fucking know. Like, as long as you're having a good time in the conversation, as long as you're having a good time during sex, I think that's all that really matters. And as long as both parties are finishing, that is all that really matters. I don't think there's a minimum. There's not a maximum. And if you're having it every day, I think that there's really no time limit. Honestly, me and my boyfriend are both horn dogs, and I think, have a good amount of sex for like a couple that's been together for like 3 years. So I feel like when we were seeing each other, when we weren't living together and we would see each other mostly on the weekends, I feel like we had a lot longer sessions because you haven't seen each other and you have like a whole week for your body to recover. But now we're like such horn dogs, we're like living together. We don't have as long of sessions because we have it pretty consistently, and like after a while, your body, you need to recover, girl. Like you can't just be having like hour-long sessions every single day for like years on end. Like, girl, if you're doing that, I'm jealous. Like, okay, slay. But like for me, my body needs to recover, and I can't be having hours on end sex every single day. So I really don't know how to answer this question. I would say, as long as both parties are finishing, that's it. That's the answer. Sorry I had to go on such a long tangent.
Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker drop, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. Yeah, we're talking each inch, each stitch, each tick, each facet, and each clasp that makes the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs, and as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eye of eBay authenticators to make sure that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, and that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather, and never get faked over ever again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
Say my name when you go in it. 3 times like you're superstitious.
Next up, someone asked, I always end up wanting for a boy to want me, and when he wants me, I ghost them. Is that normal? Girl, that's called daddy issues. Ow, ow! Okay, let's get into it. So I feel like, in TikTok when it's like, oh my God, I love this question. I think we all have daddy issues. It's because growing up, I don't know about you, but I feel like in a lot of, all family dynamics are very complex, and it's something that we can all really look into in therapy. But I feel like there's a lot of my friends can relate to me on this, so I feel more confident talking about it because I'm like, it's not just me. But I feel like a lot of the times we see our parents and especially our father figures, and we just want them to, pay attention to us so bad and love us so bad. And if you've ever had a father that maybe has been checked out, or he doesn't really, pay as much attention to as you would like growing up, or he, had some issues, and, you know, you always felt like you had to be validated by him, and like his love was kind of conditional, and it wasn't there. He wasn't constantly there. Not saying that was on me, but these are just like examples. Because I love you, Dad. Probably not listening. I told him to not listen to the podcast. I don't know. But I love my mom and dad. My mom and dad were the best parents ever. But you guys know I just like ramble everything on the internet. But having a father figure that you feel like you always had to prove yourself to, and you felt like you were never enough, and you felt like you always had to prove to them that, like, look at me, like, I'm doing this, like, this is happening, and like you always felt like they weren't paying attention, or they weren't giving you the love that you wish that you could have had. A lot of the times, what we experience as a child is what we crave in relationships in the future, because it's something that's familiar to us. So having almost like an absent father figure growing up as a child can develop into a, you know, want for an emotionally unavailable man, a man that, you know, you're like, oh my God, like, they're not paying attention to me. You're like, oh my God, this is the best. Like, why do I always love the fuckboys? But it's like, girl, you love the fuckboys because you have daddy issues. And it's okay because we all have our own issues. But, you know, it's kind of the same thing where it's like, you know, wanting that validation from, you know, the father, or like wanting the validation from that fuckboy. And like, that's why we love fuckboys so much, don't we all? But, you know, at the end of the day, you have to come to the conclusion that, like, you know, is this pattern healthy for me? And is this pattern making me happy at the end of the day? Because yeah, if we're going for these boys and you're like, oh my God, like, they don't like me back, like, ow, oh my God, it makes me so horny, I'm so excited. And then they start liking you back and you're like, wait, this makes me uncomfortable. I'm not used to this. Didn't have this growing up as a kid. I feel like it's really fun, and like there's so many songs about it. There's so many things I can think of, like live fast, die young, bad girls do love. Like, why do we always love the fuckboys? We always love the fuckboys, and the fuckboys are so fun. And I feel like everybody should have like at least one fuckboy in their life that they have fun with. But okay, the fuckboy needs to break your heart. We need to move on. We need to heal from the trauma from our past, and we need to realize what we truly deserve, which is everything, bitch. You deserve everything, and you deserve someone that is obsessed with you. You deserve someone that is literally in awe of you and wants to give you all of the attention in the world, and they want to make you come, and they want to make you happy, and they give you gifts, and they give you attention, and they text you back, and you're never questioning, like, oh my God, like, you know, am I going to get a text back? Oh my God, are we actually going to go on a date? They're always flaky. Oh my God, like, you know, the blah, 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 blah. You don't have to be questioning that in your relationships. You deserve everything in the world, bitch. And I'm the first one to fucking tell you that, because there's so many times where I'm like, oh, you know, men, I hate all men are awful, blah, blah, blah. But it was just the men that I was attracting. And it was just, well, the type of person, because I've come across some fuck girls. You guys have heard my stories about that. Emotionally unavailable girls, because we are here. Hey. But, you know, I feel like it's, you know, live your life, hang out with the fuck boys, you know, have a fuck boy or two. But I think at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, does this pattern make me happy? You know, wanting a boy, and then once they want you, you ghost them. It is normal. I just want to say that I just want to validate your experience, because she was like, is this normal? I feel like I'm being hard on her. This is normal. And I feel like I've gone through it. A lot of people have gone through it. We have all gone through it. And I feel like you, at the end of the day, have to ask yourself, does this pattern make me happy? And do I want to continue doing this pattern? And maybe asking yourself and like really having some inner work and be like, you know what, maybe like, you know, growing up, I experienced XYZ. Maybe that's why I look for XYZ in my future partners. And it's something that I'm familiar with. But I have to realize in myself and be like, hey, you know what? I do deserve the most. I deserve someone that I feel, you know, connected to. I deserve someone that responds to my text every single time, and that I never have to question to myself, will they text me back? And someone that is communicative to me, and they communicate everything to me, and someone that I'm not questioning, I don't understand what they're thinking, like, blah, blah, blah. Someone that, you know, goes out of their way to do nice things for you, and someone that you don't have to ask for things for. Someone that is, I think at the end of the day, someone that is consistent. Because I feel like a lot of us struggle with consistency, and especially the fuck boys. We love it when we're, it's like that little thrill, and you're like, oh, they texted me back, because you never know if they're gonna text you back. It's the inconsistency that we're like so used to and we're so obsessed with. They're like, it's like the fuck boys are so fun. It's like the high highs and the low lows. But you deserve someone that's consistent, and you deserve someone that is consistently going to love you and is consistently going to take care of you and is consistently going to be there for you, because you fucking deserve it, bitch. And you are a queen. And I feel like what I thought I deserved is what I would accept. So when I was out here with the fuckboys, I thought that this is what I deserve and this is what I accept. And I'm not saying that those fuckboys aren't still here. Like, they are still here, but I'm not even attracted to that anymore. I'm not even like, they probably pass by me all the time. We're not in the same energy vibration. Like, we don't move the same anymore. Like, before we did, and where I was like, oh, it's so fun. But I just like, when I see that inconsistent behavior, it's an instant ick for me, because I've healed from it and I've grown from it. And now I have an amazing partner that like is so consistent with me, and I'm really happy, and I'm glad that I went through the fuckboy phase, because I'm like, I don't really think I want that anymore. I had it in the past. It was fun, but it's not sustainable. And now I have someone that I genuinely really love and is really consistent and makes me really happy. And I think at the end of the day, that's all that really fucking matters, is, are they making you happy? Because I think I actually do want to kind of touch on this sometimes, because sometimes I'm asking myself and I'm like, is this it? Like, I really psych myself out, and I'm like, is this it? Like, oh my God. And you compare yourself to other people, you compare yourself to other couples. I don't know if anybody's in a relationship here and you ever like compare yourself to other couples and you're like, fuck, like, is this it? Like, am I happy? Like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Like, I'm having FOMO or whatever. But I saw this one quote and it was like, I just spent like the past 5 minutes trying to find this quote and I couldn't find it. But it was something, it's going to sound so stupid because I can't find the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, if you're just happy, like, isn't that enough? I feel like there's so many times where we're on Instagram and we're comparing ourselves. We have FOMO and like, oh my God, that couple looks so perfect. And then, they break up like a year later and you're like, wait, you guys looked so perfect. Like, I don't understand. You guys were traveling. You seem like you would never fight. You seem like this. You seem like that. But at the end of the day, we can't really compare ourselves to something that is fake, which is Instagram, and that is fake, like social media, something that is fake, like TikTok and edits and YouTube videos and couple videos and, people that we fall in love with on TV and people that we fall in love with on, vlogs and influencers that we follow, that we love their relationship. We love them. And we're like, if you guys ever break up, I'm not going to believe in love anymore. But at the end of the day, all of that is so curated and perfected and edited to look perfect. So of course we're going to love them. And of course we're going to think, oh my God, they have the perfect life and they must be happy all the time. But I guys, trust me when I tell you that a lot of the couples that you see online, they're just not what they are online as they are in real life. And everything, is a job, and like social media is a job, and like being a cute couple is a job, and it's a lot of pressure, and that's why a lot of couple YouTubers and like couple social media people break up. But the point that I'm trying to make is, if you're happy in your relationship, and if someone makes you smile, and if someone makes you feel good about yourself, and if someone is consistent, isn't that good enough? We always say the grass is always greener on the other side, and like, fuck yeah, that is right about relationships. You always ask yourself like, oh, these people look so happy together, like, is this really the relationship for me? Or like, can I do better? That's always the question. Can I just do better? But I don't think that there's like a matter of like doing better. I don't think that there's ever like this perfect person for you. You know, every relationship fights and every couple fights. And as long as you guys are being healthy about it and you guys solve your problems, you're not building up this resentment. If you guys are just happy and they make you smile, isn't that good enough? I don't know. I feel like I always catch myself, well, at least like really like a year or two ago, and I was like, you know, what am I doing? You know, like I'm comparing myself to all these people and I'm like asking myself, like, is this really what I want? But at the end of the day, if someone makes you happy, that's all that matters. And it's honestly really, really, really rare to find someone that genuinely makes you happy, to find someone that genuinely knows all of your love languages, and to find someone that genuinely allows you to be you and your best version of yourself. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if it's just a me thing or if it's something that I struggle with because I'm like so chronically online and I'm always on fucking social media. So I'm always comparing myself with others. That's why I'm always like so insecure about the way that I look, and I'm so insecure about myself, and I'm so insecure about my relationships. But I feel like something that I have been really working on is, you know, first of all, not comparing myself to other people, whether that's like, you know, my personality or my beauty or whatever it is, my life. And something that has been really triggering to me is just like comparing my relationship to other relationships and asking myself, like, you know, is this what I want? Because if someone makes you happy, then like, is there anything better than that? I don't think that there's anything better than that if you can find someone that genuinely really makes you happy. Sometimes it's super tough to fit working out into your fall schedule. The fall is coming back and you know what that means. Going to school, holidays, grind time, which means a lot less time to work out. For me, it's a massive move back into the US and like moving to Orange County. I've been guilty the past of having a fitness downfall because I feel like I'm just prioritizing moving into the house. But your fitness shouldn't fall into that trap, especially if you're spending your hard-earned money on it. So enter the Peloton app, motivation that moves you, hooks you, and works on a variety of budgets. Your routine should never feel like a routine. In fall, it's easy to let that fitness slide down the priority list. Don't do it. Mix it up with some Peloton apps, an enormous range of classes like meditation, boxing, Pilates, and more. Take your workouts from I can't face it to I can't wait. However you want to move, whether you have 5 minutes or 25, whether you're putting on a jog or strength training in the gym, Peloton app has it all. My favorite Peloton class has got to be the intermediate Pilates class. You guys know I love some Pilates. I love that there's so many classes available on and off the bike. The Peloton app is great because everything about Peloton is at your fingertips. So now you can go and use the Peloton app at the park, at your home, or even the gym. Get your first 30 days for free. Anyone, anywhere can get moving with us. So try the Peloton app for free for 30 days. New paid members only, starting at $12.99 per month after trial unless canceled. Terms apply. What's the secret to a great date? Feeling confident from head to toe. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Lumi Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. Lumi was created by an OBGYN who discovered that the vagina is not always to blame for the day-to-day odor below the belt. So she developed Lumi, a pH-optimized whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours. So use a special offer. New customers get $5 off Lume Starter Pack with the code GIRLTALK at lumipodcast.com. I personally love that Lumi is able to be used all over the body. It smells so good, and my favorite product is their cream deodorant. Lumi is seriously so safe for anywhere in your body, so your pits, your underboobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulva, and feet. It was created by an OBGYN who firsthand knows how the BO was being diagnosed and mistreated. It's clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. How? Unlike most deodorants that try to mask odor with fragrance, Lumi is formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. more like the pre-odorant. It's aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and paraben-free, pH balanced for safe use below the belt. Lume Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lume Starter Pack with the code GIRLTALK at lumipodcast.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit lumipodcast.com and use the code GIRLTALK.
Say my name when you go in it. 3 times like you're superstitious.
Look at this one. This one is barking. You have anything to say? Oh, okay. Other side. Go on the other side. You can hang out with me in the car as long as you don't snore. But yeah, I don't know if anything I really said made sense. But I tried to make sense. I don't know. I hope it does. I hope that people can relate and I don't feel stupid. Wait. Somebody said they were like, does Blue stay in the room with you during sex? Blue, you want to answer this question? Come here. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? But, okay. Some people may strongly agree and some people may strongly disagree. But Blue, she just minds her own business, you know? She's not in here like sniffing and like she's not doing anything. So I let her just stay in the room because honestly, if I lock her out, she's just going to be scratching at the door. She's going to be wanting to get in. And she just like, she knows when she's inside the room and we're doing our thing, she just hangs out. Like she just minds her own business. She kind of like scratches her ear. She kind of just like, you know, she does whatever she has to do. Blue doesn't really like, I don't know. I feel like she's always, I don't know. She's always been good with stuff like that. Hey, yeah. Excuse me. I'm filming a podcast. Other side. Go. Other side. Other side. That's my Starbucks. Go other side. There you go. Sit down. Hang out right there. I let you sit in the car so that you can hang out. But does Blue stay in the room with me during sex? Yes. And I was talking to my friend about this. I thought this was a normal thing. And I thought that like everybody just lets their dog in the room during sex. But no, my friends have told me like the craziest horror stories, bitch, you would never believe. So my friend told me she was hooking up with this guy and apparently he had this like big dog, right? So they were like, you know, having fun, you know, it's a little hookup situation. And the dog like keeps scratching at the door and he's like, oh my God. He's like barking, scratching at the door. Like, I'm so sorry. Is it okay if I just let him in the room and he won't do anything? Like, I'm just going to let him in the room and he'll just like relax. She's like, okay, it's totally fine. He lets her in the room. They're doing their thing. Tell me why the dog is sniffing her vagina. That is the most terrifying, most vulnerable state that you will ever be in your entire life. And the dog is fucking sniffing your cooch? Bitch, get out of here. Stop it right now. I don't even know what the fuck I would do in that situation. Like, I'd be like, oh my God, girl, your dog is up in my cooch. That's weird. But yeah, I don't know. Blue's always been good. So I don't really worry about her, but my friends have told me horror stories. So keep an eye out for Selena when you're out and about having fun at a sneaky link's house, because I had no idea that dogs did that. I mean, I guess like they're like, ooh, it's a new person. Dogs smell each other's butts, so they probably don't think it's weird to smell a human's butt. But girl, when you're spread eagle and they're, oh, hell no. Hell no, girl. Get out of here. No, not today. And then the last question, someone said thoughts on falling in love too young. And I think I kind of want to circle back to the other question that I was kind of talking about. And I was like, do you guys relate? Because if you don't relate, then I don't mean it. But if you do relate, like, I mean it. I don't know. But thoughts on falling in love too young. So I used to think this about my high school boyfriend. We had talked about this all the time. We're like, are we missing out on like, you know, being young and being single and like, you know, hooking up with people and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And like, although I did go through that, and there were high highs and there were low lows. And what I do have to say is I think the exact same advice that I would tell myself is if you're happy and if you're with someone that truly, genuinely makes you happy, there's not much better than you can get than that, you know? I feel like there will always be like a curiosity factor, which you're like, you know, am I missing out? Blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, I'm the first to say that if you're genuinely happy and this person genuinely makes you happy, like, I don't think that there's anything better than that. I think that's, you know, I don't think that there's such thing as, falling in love too young or, meeting the right one too old or XYZ. Love is so complicated. Families are so complicated. Love's so complicated. Relationships are so complicated. Like, fuck if I know. I'm probably telling you advice that I probably won't even agree with in 5 years. Like, fuck if I know. But thoughts on falling in love too young? Like, I don't think you're ever too young or too old to be falling in love. I think if you're lucky enough to fall in love, like, that is so fucking amazing. Falling in love is one of the most amazing human experiences that you'll ever get to experience if you're ever in love. Like, bitch, that's literally insane. There's so many people who are single right now that would die to be in love right now. I don't know. I think I really used to be in that mindset, especially with like my first boyfriend. I'd be like, did I fall in love too young, or is it this, or is it this? But just, stop comparing yourself to other people. And I feel like it's really hard. It's easier said than done because, you talk to all your friends. They're like, what's your body count? And I'd be like, 1. And they'd be like, girl. And like, even like my partner would be like, oh, it's like, yes, what's your body count? And you're like, 1. And you feel like you're missing out. But love is such a beautiful human emotion, and love, you're so, so, so lucky to be in love. And being in love is one of the best feelings in the entire world. And if you are in love, like, hold on to that shit as long as you fucking can until it doesn't fucking work out anymore. Like, being in love is the best feeling in the entire world. And I don't believe in falling in love too young or falling in love too old, I don't believe that there's like a timeline. If you're in love, just fucking like live in the moment and be in it, because it fucking is amazing. And I don't know, I think I would like always be so judgmental of like other people in other relationships, but it really was just like a reflection of myself. I would be like, oh, this person has had 3 marriages, like, oh my God, like, probably doesn't even mean that much to them. But now I'm like, I don't even know how many marriages J-Lo's fucking been in. J-Lo's been in like, I don't know, proposed to, married like 3, 4, I don't know how many times. But I'm like, you know what? I fucking love that bitch because she never gives up on love. I feel like it's so easy to give up on love and be like, all, men and people suck. All men and women suck. Like, nobody wants to treat me right. Everybody's a fuckboy. Like, I'm never going to fall in love again. Like, I don't believe in love. It's so easy to fall in that pattern. But one thing about J-Lo, bitch, is she does not fucking give up. I feel like she's just such a romantic at heart, which I really do admire. I used to think that it was a weakness, but I really think it's a strength. And I know it's so sappy and like they always say that in the Disney movies, but being able to fall in love is a strength. It's a really vulnerable thing to do. And yeah, I think if you have the privilege of being in love and falling in love, I don't think that it gets any better than that. It's such a special moment, and I really think that you should just live in the moment and not compare yourself to any people, or not, feel like there's a timeline, or not feel like, rush into anything, because you're fucking in love, bitch. It's so cute. Okay, I see you. I don't know. Like, just live in the moment, be happy, and I'm always wishing the best, because I don't know. I think that this is advice that I really wish that someone would give to me, because I'm such a chronic like comparer. I compare myself so much to other people. I'm like, oh my God, they're like, they're doing, this couple's doing this, and this couple's doing this, and this couple's doing this, and whatever. But then I realize, I'm like, oh my God, like me and my boyfriend, we do so many cool things together. Like, we just went to the fucking 4 seasons in Bora Bora. Like, that's so fucking cool. We have a fucking house. Like, not a lot of people get to say that they have a house with their fucking significant other. Like, it's so insane. And I'm so grateful for the situation that I'm in, but I'm such a chronic, comparer that I'm like, oh, this. I want this, or this person had this person had this. But I really had to reflect and be like, you know what? I'm so grateful for what I have. I'm so grateful for being in love, and I'm so grateful for everything. And I need to stop being such a brat and comparing myself to other people, because life is too short to compare yourself to other people, and being scared of falling in love, or being scared of, falling in love too quick, or being scared of, did I not lose my virginity old enough? Am I too old, or am I too young? Or life is too fucking short for that shit. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if you're a virgin. I don't give a fuck if you've never been in a relationship before. I don't give a fuck if you slept with 1,000 people. I don't give a flying fuck. If you make me happy, and if you are a genuine, nice person, that's all that matters. And I don't know. I feel like I used to think that those factors, meant so much. And I'd be like, oh, what's your body count? Like, have you ever been in a relationship? And like, I'd really like judge people for that. But at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. And none of the shit that you post on social media matters. And social media doesn't even fucking matter. Everything is fake. Nothing is real. We all know reality TV isn't real. Why do we think that vlogs aren't real? Like, people aren't real. The way that we perceive ourselves isn't real. We're all human beings, and we're all so complex in the way that we move, and everybody has like faults, and everybody has like good things about them and bad things about them, and we're all fucking learning. And at the end of the day, if you're just a genuine nice person, I don't know where I was going with this rant. If you're just a genuine nice person, I think that's all that really matters. And if you're in love and you're happy, that's all that really matters. And that's it. I'm sorry I got in such a like crazy mode. I just like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like something that I've struggled with is just like comparing myself to people. So it makes me really happy to see this little character development within myself. But I think I'm going to end the podcast here. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it was a lot of questions, and I really need to get back into, remember the old Girl Talk vlogs where I would just like answer questions like boom, 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 boom. I need to not ramble so much, right? I don't know. Should I? What do you like more? Like answering boom, 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 boom questions, or like really deep diving into questions? Let me know. But if you guys are listening on YouTube, make sure to give this video a like, comment down below any comments or any questions that you guys have. If you're listening to Apple Music or Spotify, or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to give it a 5-star. It helps me a lot. And I'm always here if you guys need to talk every single Wednesday on my Girl Talk podcast channel, everywhere that you listen to the podcast. Same place, same time. I'm always here if you guys need to talk. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next podcast every Wednesday. Bye.
Did you like that episode? I really hope that you did. If you haven't already, then make sure to watch last week's episode or the week after. Just click on the links, whatever it is. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. Also, be sure to subscribe because it helps me a lot. But I love you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.
Feel it rush, sipping on Hawaiian punch. Squeeze the sides, feel it rush, sipping on Hawaiian punch. Know you like all this gush? Oh no, you can't get enough. Sipping on Hawaiian.